I'm headed out, Mother.
Another new suit?
I have an image to project and to protect,
Which requires money.
which I would have more of if you would
We
just...
have had this discussion, Cade. All in good time.
What if I don't have time?
Ask Candace to show them into the drawing room. I'll be down in a moment.
Of course.
Have a good evening.
Well, now the fun begins.
It started for me the minute I walked through this time portal.
Welcome to the 6th annual Real Murders Club Agatha Christie Night.
Yeah. Now, for you new members, Real Murders was inspired by a story from Agatha Christie's first book called The Tuesday Club. Miss Marple starts meeting with her friends every week to re-examine various murders.
Exactly. And we would like to thank our host, Gladys Allison McCord, for letting us invade her home again.
To Gladys.
Cheers.
This house really is the perfect setting for a mystery. Very gothic.
See, Aunt Gladys, you can't blame Bubba and Lizzie for not wanting to have their wedding here.
No, and I must say, your Real Murders game is far more exciting than a stuffy wedding.
We are very glad to have you as an honorary member for tonight.
Thank you.
So everyone knows the rules, right?
Not a clue, actually.
Okay, so it's like a scavenger hunt, only none of us can leave the room.
Once we get the name of the Christie novel, the first person to deduce where the murder weapon is hidden wins.
Good luck trying to beat Roe.
Maybe I'll have beginner's luck.
Maybe you will, Davis. All right, if everyone's ready, Gladys, please reveal the novel.
A Poirot novel, isn't it?
Let the hunt begin.
I have no idea what to do.
I think I'm just gonna roam around and enjoy the show. $5 says your cousin wins.
Why do you keep following me? It's against the rules.
Because I don't know the plot to this one. At least tell me what the murder weapon is.
Oh, fine, cheater. It's hemlock.
Served in beer, but these are sealed.
Arthur, you've read the novel? Who did it?
Not telling.
I'm guessing it's the butler.
No, I think it was that society lady.
Lady Dittisham.
Well, of course it was a woman. Historically, poison is almost always a woman's method of murder.
Did you say a woman's method of murder?
Which could be found in a woman's purse.
May I? Found the poison. Beginner's luck it is.
Bravo.
Are you not able to do it up? I told the seamstress it was too tight.
No, it's fine. See, look, I've got it right here. There, all done.
Lizzie, you look so beautiful.
Except now I can't breathe.
Well, that's nurse. It's not the dress.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy Connor?
Oh, that's my caterer. Can you get it?
Sure. Hi, Lizzie's phone. Oh, there's been a snafu with the shrimp. The refrigerator on the delivery truck broke, so he...
No. Oh, no. So all of my guests are gonna get sick?
Just let her finish.
Okay, he wants to know if he can offer salmon instead of shrimp.
Well, I don't know. I can't think.
Tell Jeremy the salmon will be fine.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Dad.
I just wanted you to know I'm here and ready to walk my niece down the aisle.
Oh, because we could use some help calming Lizzie down.
Lizzie, if only your pop could see you now, he'd be so proud.
Oh, Dad, don't make me cry, okay? I don't want to ruin my makeup.
This is not what I had in mind, Dad.
Why don't you wait outside so there's no flood?
Hi there, Nick.
Hi, Ted.
Oh,
This was the only bag in your backseat.
yes. Something blue for the bride. Thank you so much.
And your keys.
Sharp suit. I like it.
You know what I like? You.
phone emergency. Help me.
Arthur, I couldn't imagine a better best man. And Lynn, thank you so much for coming.
Well, both of us are honored to be here to watch you join the ranks of the happily married.
Ah, yes. See how blissful we are?
What do you mean? Marrying you was the best decision I ever made.
Impressive turnout.
Well, you know, marrying into a rich family means a high-end guest list. Most people are just here to suck up to Gladys.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Baba, I cannot tell you how pleased I am for you and Lizzie.
Thank you so much, Aida. It was a twisty road to the altar, but we made it.
For which I take full credit.
Did you know that I introduced them? Yes. I told Lizzie my favorite lawyer would treat her right.
Well, I hope to never disappoint you. Or her.
Oh, I have a gift for Lizzie. Where can I find her?
Oh, she's getting ready at the B&B next door. Come on, I'll take you.
Perfect. See you later.
Hello, Cade. How are you?
Hey, bub, I'm doing well. I don't know whether to congratulate you or offer you my condolences. My cousin Lizzie's a handful. Good luck.
You are always such a beautiful bridesmaid. I'm sure you'll make a stunning bride.
These were my favorites.
Don't worry, Mother. Maybe someday.
Oh, Aunt Gladys, they are just perfect.
Now you have something borrowed. Oh, something blue.
Maybe something new. What's that?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, it's a charm from my bouquet. And it is from Victor Hansen.
Oh, how nice that he still cares about the Allisons and McCourts. Lizzie, you shouldn't have let Cade bully you out of inviting him.
Well, I didn't. I called and I invited him anyway. He said he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it, but that he would try.
Why wouldn't Cade want Victor at the wedding? I mean, he's such a lovely man.
Yeah, didn't he and Cade work side by side for years?
It's kind of a familiarity breeds contempt thing.
Got this.
Oh, Tannis, I wondered where you'd been.
Yeah, where have you been? You're supposed to be helping my mom.
I was in the ladies' room, if you don't mind.
I do mind, and you can't sit there. My Uncle Ted is sitting there.
Well, where am I supposed to sit?
That's not my problem, is it?
Some people think money solves everything.
It certainly doesn't.
Where in the world is Philip?
Victor, come, sit. Please, sit down. Oh, Lizzie loves the charm you bought her. Victor Hansen, this is Nick Miller. Victor was CEO for many years at Outcourt, the biggest manufacturing company in town.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Oh, Lizzie is going to be so happy that you're here.
Nice to meet you.
You say I'm the only one you need, and I know if you leave, my heart will bleed.
Did I catch the bridesmaid about to cry?
What? Don't be silly. Teagarden women don't cry at weddings.
Well, that's too bad. Because your eyes are beautiful and they're shimmering with tears. Don't Teagarden women know how to take a compliment?
Well, sometimes.
Hey, I promised Lizzie would check in with the caterer when we got here.
Oh, I'll do it. Sorry, bridesmaid duty.
No problem.
Keep Nick company.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy, hi. We spoke earlier about the salmon.
Of course, everything is fine with the salmon. I would have let you know if it wasn't.
Okay, good to know.
Hi. Excuse me, who told you could come back here?
I wanted to make sure there was something here for Gladys to eat. She's on a restricted diet.
Don't you think I know what Gladys McCourt can eat? Sorry, I just... I'm like guest wandering into my kitchen right before I'm about to serve.
I'll take that as a hint.
Gladys, Cade, you know Nick Miller, right?
Hey, Nick, I'm Cade. Nice to meet you. You too.
Professor, I'm sorry I didn't get to chat with you at the Agatha Christie dinner. I'd like to know more about the man who's caught our lovely Aurora's attention. You must be pretty special.
Well, I've heard awfully nice things about you as well, including what a great company Alicourt is to work for.
Don't forget to take your pill.
I'll take it later, Tennis.
If you all will excuse me.
Cade's been the CEO of Alicourt for a few months now, right?
Yes, he has. He's a clever lad, but I'm doubting his maturity for the job.
Well, it's a shame that Victor retired so early.
I know. I've come to regret letting him go.
Well, we'll see you later.
Yes. Yes, enjoy. Thank you.
Here's one.
Hanson, you got a lot of nerve showing your face here.
Bride asked me to be here.
Well, if my mother sees you, she'll have me thrown out.
Yeah, you know that isn't true. Then you've always been truth-challenged, haven't you, Cade?
Yeah. Hey.
Philip? Hi.
How'd you do on that Spanish test?
Not too bad, actually. What are you doing back here?
Came to say hi when I saw you were working the event. And I'm kind of hiding from my Aunt Aida.
Why?
Well, I kind of missed the wedding. Overslept.
The wedding was this afternoon.
I know. My power nap powered a little too long.
Wow, you missed a big society wedding, I hear.
Yeah.
This is the expensive sparkling wine for the Allison McCourt table.
Hey.
All right, everybody, if we could have your attention, it's time to toast the bride and groom.
You still haven't taken your pill. You need to take this before you eat.
I just want to make a toast first. Where's the sparkling wine?
Oh, she doesn't need that much. Take this one.
I am sorry to cut in line ahead of the best man, but I just wanted to say thank you all very much for being here today. For my darling niece and her marvelous new husband, Bubba. You can tell just by looking at them that they have found real and everlasting love, and that makes me very happy. To Bubba and Lizzie.
To Bubba and Lizzie.
Oh, dear.
Here, Mother.
Oh, dear.
Can I get you something?
No, I'm okay. Just, please, okay, don't fuss. I'm just a little dizzy.
Tana, she's fine.
Please go on with your speeches. I'll take care of her.
Well, I guess the best man should say his worst.
Actually, Bubba, can we just wait till Aunt Gladys is back?
Sure. You know, why don't we just enjoy our hors d'oeuvres for a few more minutes? And, DJ.
You know, I know that Gladys has a heart condition, but she didn't look very well.
I know, and I'm worried.
Cade, you should make sure your mother's all right.
Guys, she has these spells all the time, and there's no reason to panic. I promise she's fine.
Still, I'm gonna go check on her.
Okay, I'll go with you.
She didn't look well.
Yeah.
They're checking.
Gladys! Is my aunt okay?
You okay?
Marriage and the death all in one day. Just life can change so fast. These are the people from the library that would want to be at the funeral. Gladys was our biggest donor. And this list is from my mother. It's people they worked with on different charity boards.
Thank you so much for helping us out with this row. My poor dad can't even get out of bed.
I just still can't believe she's gone. She was so strong.
I know, she was the rock of our family. She kept us all grounded. Without her, it just feels...
like we might all just float away.
I was trying to help.
You were causing trouble as usual. I told you I wanted you out here at noon. That was a long time ago.
Cade, what are you doing?
Something my mother wanted to do after the wedding. Firing Candace.
That's not true. If she wasn't happy with me, she would have said so. You know your aunt, she always spoke her mind.
Yes, and she spoke her mind to me. She said that you were devious, that you were spying. And what did I find you doing up there just now? Going through her stuff.
I was organizing her things so your cousins could go through them. I was trying to help.
Cade, that's probably true.
11 years looking after her, I can't just stop at the drop of a hat.
Oh, please, don't act like you ever actually cared for my mother. Just go.
You can't stand it that I know you're the one crying crocodile tears.
Candace, how can you say that?
That is why my mother was gonna fire her. She doesn't know how to show decent respect.
I know people handle grief differently, but he is lashing out, blaming everyone for what happened to his mother. I don't think he can process it.
I know, but it has always been like this. Tanis and Cade yelling at each other the second they thought Aunt Gladys couldn't hear them.
Why?
Well, neither one could stand the thought that the other might have more influence over Aunt Gladys. And Cade has always thought that Tanis was the reason she kept him on such a tight leash financially.
What do you mean a tight leash? It looks like he's living a pretty good life to me.
Oh, all this is Aunt Gladys's money. Cade has a trust fund that doles out some money each year, but he's always complaining that it's not enough.
But what about his salary as CEO of Aliquart? I mean, that must be pretty decent.
Cade said she told him when he was appointed that he would still have to earn his position. That he would be rewarded once he had proved himself.
Hey, you hear from the coroner yet?
Not yet.
I'm really hoping they tell us that Gladys McCourt died of natural causes.
I did hear from Bubba Rankart, though. He did some legal work for Gladys. And he says there's something that we need to know.
I knew Gladys suffered from congestive heart failure, but she was so formidable. I never thought it would have the final say. I just wish I'd been in more of a hurry to talk to her at the wedding.
Well, she was definitely thinking of you. In fact, the last thing she told me was how much she regretted letting you retire.
I hate that my leaving Aliquart may have caused her stress in what turned out to be the final months of her life.
But Victor, you didn't know what was coming?
No, but I did know that I wasn't leaving this company in the best of hands.
So sorry for your loss. We're here for you.
Thanks, guys.
She seemed really cool. And that Agatha Christie night at her house was amazing.
She was definitely cool.
Please, if there's anything we can do to help, let us know, Sally.
Okay. Actually, you can help me keep those two separated. Tanis and Cade. Okay. Oh, Jeremy. I didn't get a chance to thank you for offering to cater a little get-together later on today.
I mean, how could I not? Working for Gladys was one of the best jobs I've ever had. She was a good person, good to me.
You worked for Gladys?
You didn't know? Yeah, Jeremy was her personal chef for 5, 6 years.
Well, you did a great job catering Lizzie's wedding.
About the wedding, I owe you an apology for being so short-tempered that day. I was just thrown off by the whole shrimp thing.
Don't worry about it, please. It was minor, considering.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna go check on my dad.
Look at him.
Who, Cade?
Can't really pull off the whole grief thing, can he? Too excited to get his fat inheritance.
Everything okay?
Crocodile tears. First Candace said it about Cade, and now Jeremy Connor said the same thing.
So the rumors aren't exaggerated. Those two don't like each other either, Victor and Cade.
I don't think Cade gets along with many people. There's Lynn and Arthur. Is it me or does it look like they're working?
They're definitely working.
I still don't understand why Bubba wanted me here for the reading of the will.
I think just for moral support for the Allisons. They're going through such a hard time. That's why I'm here.
All right, well, it looks like everyone's here now, so let's get started. Here we have the last will and testament of Gladys Allison McCourt. I'll start with the bequests. Gladys lists various charities with specific amounts, including $50,000 to the library. Next, she moves on to employees. I give and bequeath to my caretaker, Tannis Clemens, the amount of $50,000. I give and bequeath to my personal chef, Jeremy Connor, the amount of $500,000.
Why does he get so much more?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Guys, shh. Just stop.
Now to the family. To my beloved brother Ted, my niece Sally, my niece Lizzie, I give and bequeath each the amount of $250,000. To my son, Cade McCourt, I also leave $250,000 in trust to be dispersed at $25,000 a year for the next 10 years.
Okay. What about the rest of it, Bubba?
Well, the bulk of the estate, including the remaining cash, the stocks, bonds, the house, and ownership of Alicord Industries is bequeathed to Aurora Teagarden.
What? No, that can't be right.
No, my mother would not do that unless you tricked her into it.
Hey, watch what you're saying, Cade.
Or maybe it was you.
Let's just everybody calm down.
Calm down? How am I supposed to calm down? This is not what my mother wanted.
He's right, Bubba. Gladys told us what was in her will last year.
And she told us that Cade was to be her primary beneficiary.
Thank you.
And that's what she did in the will that I drew up for her. But this is a more recent will, filed in probate court less than a month ago. Cade is out. Aida is in. Everything else remains the same. You can show him in now.
Wait, what are the police doing here?
Oh, this isn't good.
Sorry to interrupt, folks, but we figured this would be our best opportunity to get fingerprints from all of you.
Why would you want our prints?
We got the autopsy results back. Gladys didn't die from a heart attack. She was poisoned by cyanide.
Gladys was murdered.
Aunt Gladys was murdered right in front of us. How can that be?
I'm so sorry.
You knew this was coming. Why didn't you warn me?
I didn't want it to be true.
I just can't believe Jeremy got so much more.
Tannis, that's what you're worried about right now?
You're right, I'm sorry. I'm just so upset. I don't know what to think. It's just, why would she give Jeremy so much more money than you two?
We don't know.
I'm gonna miss her so much. I worked for her for so many years. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Listen, you're a business major. You're clever. Your husband is supposed to be family now, so why is he helping Aurora Teagarden steal my house, my company?
My mother did no such thing.
Aunt Gladys had the right to distribute her assets as she saw fit. Maybe she decided you weren't fit.
Bubba was her attorney. Why did she go to someone else to change the will?
I don't know. But like I said, that was her prerogative.
Well, we will just see what a judge has to say about this because I will be contesting this will in court today.
Okay, Lizzie, let's just go.
Cade, you need to contact your lawyer and meet us at the police station in 1 hour.
Why?
We're getting statements from everyone who had contact with your mother in the last days. You're the first. I'll see you there.
poisoned Gladys, not knowing that she changed her will?
I'd like to think that she'd be safe with her own son. Excuse me. Aida, I need to ask you a few questions.
You can't possibly consider her as a suspect.
No, but we just want to know more about your relationship with Gladys.
It's okay, honey. We were friends.
Close friends, I'd say.
I don't know if I'd say that. She was one of my first real estate clients, and then we found ourselves on the same advisory board for the food bank and arts association, and we'd have lunch every few weeks or so.
That's it.
That's it. I have no idea why she changed her will, but I am sure this is a mistake.
No, Bubba talked to the lawyer that drew up the new will and to the witnesses of Gladys' signature, as did we. The will is valid, there's no mistake.
Maybe Gladys was feeling threatened somehow, and she changed her will to protect herself.
Okay, no, Ro, we're not doing this. We're not playing the Real Murders Club speculation game. Look, this is a tough case. A wealthy victim is poisoned in full view of 100 people, all of whom need to be contacted, not to mention the dozens of hotel staff that we need to follow up with.
Yeah, right. So why not let the club help? If you could just tell me how that poison might have gotten into her.
No, okay, Ro, you know that is not how this works. Aida, thank you. We'll be in touch. No.
Well, I certainly hope you're going to listen to him and stay far away from the murder investigation. But if you want to look into the change Gladys made to her will, I would love that information.
I will get the name of the lawyer who drew up that new will.
If only the CCTV footage of the hotel ballroom had a good view of Gladys at the table rather than pointing at the door.
Well, I've got Officer Hurd looking at possible sources of cyanide.
Great, just don't pour too many resources into it. The lab tells me that any savvy internet user can figure out how to order that stuff.
All right, and the search of Gladys' house?
I'm gonna take Hendrix and Dylan and interview the rest of the household staff.
All right, I'll chip away at our list of family and friends, starting with him.
Hey, Chief. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions.
I'm sorry, Sally, we are not releasing any information to the press yet.
Oh, I'm not here as a reporter. Megan can assign someone else to the story. I'm here as a family member.
Oh, I apologize. Come to my office.
Okay, you need to stop repeating that the will was fraudulent. We know that it's not. Gladys basically cut you out. The question is why?
Ask Tannis Clemens. She was always trying to turn my mother against me, and she was with her when my mother died. Now, you want to know what I think? I think that Tannis slipped my mother the poison. She kept trying to get her to take pills at the wedding.
Well, that is her job. She's her caretaker. And what motive would Tannis have?
She wasn't going to have that job for long. My mother was going to fire her. She knew that because I told her.
And you think that she would kill her for that?
Yeah.
So you're saying that Tannis had so much influence over your mom that she got her to disinherit you, her own son, from the will, but not enough influence to stop herself from getting fired. Not to mention that when Gladys died, Tannis would have lost her job anyway.
It's possible. Revenge, resentment, these are all motives. Now, you need to talk to Jeremy Connor. That was my mother's private chef. He got a lot of money in the will, way more than I did, her own son. What are you gonna do about that?
About your mother's murder?
Yes, and about the fact that I'm being cheated.
Victor, what a nice surprise. Please, come in.
I got a call from the CFO at Alicor's. Told me some things I find hard to believe. Gladys murdered and Cade cut out of the will.
Yes, and everything left to me. Isn't that the most absurd thing you've ever heard?
Yes. And then again, maybe not.
Well, if you understand it, please enlighten me. You knew Gladys much better than I did.
I did know her, and she had trust issues. I remember her coming back to work after having lunch with you, saying that it was rare to feel that she had a friend she could trust. Maybe it was as simple as that.
I don't know. Here, let me get you some coffee.
If we can get approval to remove a wall, we could put in a nook and some cozy chairs.
Call it the Gladys Allison McCourt Reading Room. After all, she's one of our most generous donors. Oh. Or perhaps we could start a literacy program in her name. Have you heard a word that I've said?
Hey, Lillian. I only know one way to get Rose attention when she's in research mode.
I know, but a marching band would disturb the other patrons.
My method.
Oh, Nick, hi. Wait, what time is it?
30 minutes past your shift. Go home.
Or you can go out to dinner with me.
Oh, I would love to, but I want to wait a little bit longer for Elaine Bertram to call me back. The attorney who drew up Gladys's new will. She's working at a small firm in Corinth now. Before that, she was at Bedford Waits in Seattle. That's a huge firm.
Ro, you're allowed to take a break from this and have a meal, you know.
Are you keeping track of the time that I'm spending looking into this?
What are you talking about?
Sally.
Please, take it. I'll see you later.
Okay. Hey, Sally.
Hi.
What's up?
So I just had an interesting talk with Lynn.
What'd she say?
Well, she said that the cyanide that killed Aunt Gladys was found in her water glass
And in the wine glass she drank from.
Okay, well, that water glass must have been sitting on the table for half a day.
So any number of people could have had access to it.
And the wine glass, well, that came from the kitchen. And then it was passed to the server. And then to
Candace, who handed the wine glass to Aunt Gladys. Huh. Lynn said that there were 5 different sets of fingerprints on both glasses, and they haven't identified them all yet.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to touch the glass in order to be able to get the poison into it.
True.
Although I do recall
It was Cade who handed her the glass.
water before Gladys took that last sip.
Oh, you had to say it, didn't you? Well, I don't want to have to suspect one of my own family members.
I know, I'm sorry, Sally, but Cade has to be at the top of the list.
I am so glad you stopped by. You have a wonderful way of putting things in perspective.
Why don't we have dinner tomorrow night, and I will tell you everything I know about Alicourt.
Oh, thank you. That would be so helpful. But let's have dinner here. I will make you a home-cooked meal.
That sounds lovely.
Okay.
See you then?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
In the house.
Hey!
Now, go, go, go.
What are you doing? How dare you? What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with me? I am the one who was just robbed of everything that's important to me. My house. Where am I supposed to live?
I want you out of here right now.
Not until you tell me how you got my mother to change her will. What did you do?
Cade, I have no idea why your mother made the change. Maybe she didn't trust you for some
You don't know
reason.
what you're talking about. She groomed me to take over when she died. What was Victor Hansen just doing here? Are you two?
Aunt Aida, I was just talking to Ro, and she's... Are you okay?
He forced his way in. Please, will you show him the way out?
I'll show him the door, all right?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine, all right? I'm leaving. I'll see you in court, Aida. I'm gonna get what's rightfully mine.
We have to call the cops.
No, don't, please. It's bad enough people think I stole his inheritance without my throwing him in jail, too.
Thank you all, Real Murders Gang, for coming. It really helps when we all put our heads together. And this case is especially urgent to me because I think my mother may be in danger from whoever killed Gladys McCourt.
Her son, Cade, shoved his way into Aunt Aida's house. Threatened her.
He really did that? I'm so sorry, Ro.
Nick, what are you doing here? I thought you had to teach class today.
You told me what happened with your mom. I handed my class over to my TA. I want to help.
Thank you. Means a lot. Now our first suspect, Cade McCourt.
Okay, other than Gladys's prints on the glass, we have Leanne Baker, who was the server who poured the water.
Yeah, I interviewed her yesterday. She said she didn't notice anything in the glass. And we have no reason to suspect her. She's got no motive, no connection to Gladys, nothing.
Right, and then there's the person everyone saw hand the water to Gladys.
Cade McCourt.
Now, Cade has the most obvious motive. He thought he was going to inherit most of his mother's fortune. He considers Alicourt his company.
He had opportunity. He was sitting right next to Gladys.
I just heard the glass, you said? Could be one of those hiding in plain sight moves.
Sally, you grew up with Cade. Does he have it in him to commit murder?
No. I don't know. I mean, he was mean to Lizzie and me as kids, but he's family.
Childhood cruelty is a common psychological trait within killers.
We have to consider Cade, Sally. You and Lizzie said he complained about needing money.
And as CEO of a company that uses chemicals and processing, he could have a dozen ways of getting a hold of cyanide.
Yeah, but killing his own mother, I can't believe that.
Plus, the first guy you suspect hardly ever turns out to be the guy, right?
Except for when he does.
But you know who Cade keeps pointing at.
Tanis Clemens.
So we lifted a few prints from Tanis Clemens, Gladys's caretaker, from both the wine glass and the water glass.
Yeah, she's the one who handed Gladys the wine glass and specifically picked the one she gave her because it had less in it. And earlier, she was trying to give Gladys medication, but the pills checked out. It was hard medicine.
Yeah, but pressing Gladys to take a sip from the glass, or glasses with cyanide in them, Cade's lawyer's gonna have a field day with that.
Tanis was like super close to Gladys from the minute I got to the reception.
Big time opportunity.
And if Cade was telling the truth, that Gladys planned to fire her, then she had motive. Tanis would have been very upset if she devoted her whole life to taking care of Gladys and Gladys turned on her.
That's if Cade was telling the truth.
Well, Sally, you knew Tanis really well. What do you think?
I think I don't know anybody as well as I thought.
I say we take a closer look at Tanis Clemens. You know, historically, poison is a woman's method of homicide.
And where did you pick up that little tidbit?
Oh,
And don't even tell me the real murder's close.
no. Anyway, there was another set of prints on the glass. The caterer.
Jeremy, why him?
There's no evidence against him, is there?
Not that we know of, but he did get a hefty bequest in the will. Bigger than family members, which really irritated Tanis.
And Cade.
As the caterer, Jeremy did have plenty of access to the table and all the glassware in the ballroom.
I'll act like I need the caterer, get his references, and talk to his clients.
I can talk to my friend Leanne. She works for him.
Yeah, and the rest of us, we can all look into Cade. Except we won't ask you to, Sally.
Thank you.
But can you find out if Tanis really thought Gladys was gonna fire her?
Sure, I planned on giving her a necklace from Aunt Gladys. I can ask her then. Do you want to come?
Yeah? No, I am tired of waiting for that lawyer who drew up the second will to call me back. So I'm gonna go track her down at her office in court.
I'll go with you. I've been thinking about the cyanide. How the killer got it? I think I'll talk to the head of the chemistry department at the university and see what he thinks.
Good idea.
You didn't want me to come, huh?
Why would you say that?
You were quiet in the truck. You're quiet now. Even when I'm talking about the subject I know you're obsessing about.
I just want to know why you wanted to tag along. You'll say it's to keep me out of danger, right? That's how it always starts. And then eventually you're going to try to get me to back off. For my own good, of course.
Interesting. I think you might be trying to push me away.
What?
Mm-hmm. And that must mean that you really like me.
Aurora Teagarden. Hi, Elaine Bertram. Sorry, I've been in court. I have a few minutes now if you want to come into my office.
Yes. We know the police looked into the witnesses to the signature and confirmed the will wasn't fraudulent.
Why would anyone think it was fraudulent?
Well, Gladys did disinherit her son and left the majority of her estate to a friend, my mother, who she didn't know all that well.
Well, I did tell her that that was unusual, cutting her son out of the will.
Did she tell you why she did it?
She said she had her reasons. I left it at that.
Did she say why she came to you instead of her regular attorneys?
Okay, who referred her to you?
She said a friend of hers gave her my name.
And you didn't ask her who?
If I did, her answer didn't stick with me. And that's my reminder for my next meeting. Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
Tell me what to say to my mother about why Gladys picked her as a beneficiary.
Look, I'm sorry, I don't have an answer. For me, this was just a routine will change. Remarkable only because people are asking me about it now. Look, I really do need to go. It was Cade who did it, you know. Killed his mother, I'm sure of it.
Why would you think such an awful thing? Did Gladys say anything to you about him?
You know how she was. She didn't air her dirty laundry. But that last month, she didn't have dinner with Cade at all. She ate with me. Now, would she do that if she were about to fire me? I don't think so. We were very close.
I thought you might like to have this. It was one of her favorite necklaces.
I don't want it.
I thought you said you were close.
We were, which is why it's too painful to take. Why did she give Jeremy so much more money than me? I gave up my entire life to take care of her. I never had children, I never married, I just waited on her. Jeremy didn't even work there anymore. After he left, I had to take over all of his duties, prepare all the meals. Gladys didn't even want me to mention his name. Not that I would after he betrayed us by leaving.
Really? So Aunt Gladys was upset with Jeremy when he left.
Sally, what are you doing? You wouldn't be interfering with my appointment to interview Miss Clemens, would you?
No. I was just going to give her something from my aunt, which she doesn't want, so now I'm gonna go. But I hope you find out why Gladys was mad at Jeremy Connor.
Sorry about that. Now, why don't you tell me about Gladys and Jeremy?
Well, that was a waste of time.
I'd ask you to grab dinner with me tonight, but I'm guessing you could use some space.
Could I? I don't think that's right. I don't like that you feel I'm pushing you away. I'd much rather you feel like I'm pulling you closer.
Yeah, is that right?
Aurora Teagarden. There you are.
Victor.
Victor! Victor! Can you hear me? Were you hit?
I'm okay. I probably did more damage hitting the ground than the car did.
Still, though, I think we should get you checked out. We were all very lucky just now.
Yeah.
It was a high-end black sedan. The first four numbers of the plate were 5820, but I couldn't make out the last few.
And you're sure that this car purposely tried to run Roe down?
Yeah, it looked like it was headed straight for me.
Actually, that car might have been gunning for me.
Well, Victor, I thought that they were taking you to the hospital to x-ray your hip.
It's fine. I'll be all right.
Hold on. Back it up.
You really think that car was trying to take you down?
I don't know for sure, but somebody might have been trying to stop me from telling what I know.
And that would be?
A little over a month ago, Gladys came and asked me to return to Alicorp as CEO, said she was going to remove Cade from the position after Lizzie's wedding.
Did she tell you why she planned to let Cade go?
I asked. She said it was personal. I said I'd think about it, but I didn't see myself taking her up on it. I was enjoying retired life too much.
And how did she react?
She was confident that my sense of duty to Alicorp would prevail. And then she said she'd call me after the wedding.
So you think that somebody tried to run you down so you wouldn't tell anyone that Gladys was going to fire Cade? Who knew that you were coming here to talk to Roe?
No one. But I did confront Cade about all this before I came here. I mean, he's pretty angry. He could have followed me.
No, Cade doesn't drive a black car.
We'll put out an APB on the partial plate, and I'll bring in Cade for questioning. Again.
So this is everything from the closet. I put all of Aunt Gladys's shoes in this box.
Okay, we should probably label all these boxes donate so Cade knows what to do with them. These pants are crinkling.
Really? What's that?
a private investigator's report.
On who?
On Tanis Clemens.
Ain't Gladys hired someone to follow Tanis?
Remember Cade said he caught Tanis digging around in here? Do you think she was looking for this?
Yes, Victor Hansen showed up at Alicorp, which he had no business doing.
He said you two had words.
Because he's peddling lies about me. Telling everyone that my mother wanted him back as CEO.
How do you know it's a lie?
Even if my mother wasn't happy with the job I was doing, there's no way that she would hire Victor Hansen.
Are you suggesting that he left on bad terms? Because as I recall, she threw him a big fat retirement party.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not answering any more questions about my lawyer.
I can't believe you still came to dinner after being almost run over by a car today.
Not the highlight of my week, but I'm just fine.
Are you sure? Because we can do this another night.
Your charming company is all I need to make me feel better.
Well, I don't know how charming I am. I have to go to Alicorp tomorrow, and I'm a little overwhelmed.
You're a savvy businesswoman, Aida. You'll get the lay of the land.
Yes, but I would get it so much faster if... Victor, you know more about Alicorp than anyone. If you're really okay, do you think you could meet me there and maybe show me around?
Technically, Cade is still CEO of Alicorp.
But I've seen his temperament. I think he's ill-suited for the job. Not to mention he threatened me, and he's a suspect in his mother's murder. No, Victor, I need you. Please.
It's that gift of insight and persuasion that will make you a stellar owner of the company.
So you'll come?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Here.
Hey.
Sorry,
Hey, look. You're allowed to be a little shaky.
I really thought that car was gonna hit me. I can't believe I couldn't move. And if you hadn't been there,
Hey. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
The others are gonna be here soon, and we're gonna figure this out, okay?
Good. Because this case just got a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
Ro, are you sure you're okay? We can do this another time.
No, I'm fine, and no, we can't. Sally, I'm sorry. We just really have to solve this case. So you found this report where?
In Aunt Gladys's dresser.
She had to give the original to the police, of course.
It's a private investigator report on Tanis Clemens.
Doesn't seem to be anything sinister in it. Still.
Gladys hired a PI to investigate Tanis?
Well, there's no client name on the report, so it is possible that it was someone else.
Cade, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, that guy really does seem to have it out for her. Maybe he was looking for dirt to get rid of her?
Or maybe he was worried that she had something on him.
Well, she definitely had it out for him. And Jeremy, too. She told me that Aunt Gladys was so upset with Jeremy that she refused to even talk about him.
Then why would she give him such a large bequest?
Convenient for Jeremy. I looked him up in the court system. His wife filed for divorce 2 months ago. She cited a gambling problem, said he owes $300,000 to, quote, unsavory persons.
Jeremy Connor has a $300,000 gambling debt?
I'm guessing Lynn and Arthur are going to be very interested in hearing that.
I asked Leanne to come by tonight.
Hi.
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 Please, tell everyone what you told me about your boss.
Oh, well, when I got to work today, Jeremy was just like, I don't know, just not himself.
Not himself how?
Edgy.
Well, he seems like a pretty edgy guy, at least to me.
Yeah, I guess edgier than... He was definitely anxious. Actually, he's been like that all week now, come to think of it.
And the phone call?
Oh. Well, when I went back near the office to check my schedule, I could hear Jeremy on the phone yelling at someone.
What was he saying?
Something like, I need more money now, and you have to fix this or someone's gonna notice a difference.
Difference? Of what?
Yeah, that can mean pretty much anything.
Maybe not.
He was really going on about it. I just assumed it was a dispute with a client over a bill.
Bro, what are you thinking?
Well, you know how we were looking into the difference between Gladys's two wills?
Mm-hmm.
My mother gave me a copy of the second will, and Sally brought a copy of the first. Now, Bubba said there was only one change, but I haven't compared them side by side.
Do you see what I see?
Yes, there is another difference. Jeremy Connor was only getting $50,000 in the original will. The same as Tannis Clemens.
So how did it go from 50 grand to $500,000?
You run that plate yet? Yeah, I'll wait.
This little radio, I like to tune into the police frequency. It's kind of entertaining. And I hear you guys are looking for a black sedan, and the first number's a license plate, and I'm thinking, wow, I should give you guys a call.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Could be this car was used in a crime.
Could be. Excuse me. You got it? Great. Who's the car registered to? Jeremy Connor.
Cyanide. Yeah, I use it in class for experiments every now and then. So a student could sneak some out if they wanted? Doubtful. I distribute it myself, and only the amount necessary. It's a very controlled substance. We keep it under lock and key with the other toxic and volatile compounds. You do any kind of inventory or tracking? Oh, yeah. There is a bit of a... Hi. I'll be with you in just a moment.
I'll come back later.
Okay. You know that woman? Yeah. She's in one of my night classes. Chem 201, I believe. I'm getting a lot of certified nursing assistants chasing an RN lately. Thanks for your help. Yeah. I've got news for you.
Oh, I do too. I talked to Bubba. He is so embarrassed about the will, said he should have caught the discrepancy.
An extra zero was easy to miss if you're reading quickly.
Yeah, well, he was taking the other lawyer's word that there were no other changes besides primary beneficiary. And he had his new paralegal review it, but she didn't catch anything because he told her there were no other changes. Anyway, he said it was his responsibility.
Did he talk to Elaine Bertram about the new will?
As soon as the probate court informed him about it.
And he got a hold of her? She's never available when I call. I left her 2 messages this morning.
I know, it's frustrating. And he told Arthur and Lynn that he gave them wrong information, so... What's your news?
Okay. Tannis Clemens is taking a chemistry course at the university. A course that uses cyanide in class experiments.
You're kidding. Where is she now?
She was at the university, but when she saw me, she left really quickly. I think I should probably track her down and keep an eye on her.
Yeah, good idea. Be careful.
I will.
I'm not denying that's my car. I'm saying I wasn't driving it. What part of it was stolen do you not understand?
Well, if your car was stolen last night, then why didn't you report it?
Because I didn't know until this morning. I was at a friend's house playing some poker. I had too much to drink, so I stayed there. I went out in the morning and bam, car's gone.
Well, we'll be talking with this friend.
I hope you do.
Tannis Clemens tells us that Gladys didn't want her mentioning your name.
Yes, and Gladys's phone records and emails show that she had no contact with you after you left her employ.
Okay. Yes, she was mad because I left to start my own company. But she adored me. She thanked me hundreds of times for creating a special menu that helped with her heart condition. I mean, doesn't the fact that she left me all that money prove that she liked me?
Money I understand you could really use to pay off a hefty gambling debt.
Yeah. Well, Gladys knew about all that. She knew that my wife was on my back for losing a paycheck. So, yes, she knew that I was usually hurting for extra money. Look, can I get my car back now or what?
What's Tannis doing at my aunt's house?
Hey. You followed Tannis here?
Yeah, it seemed like the right thing to do. I haven't been able to see her through any of the windows.
I'm so glad you came by, Sally.
What are you doing here, Tannis?
I came to get a scarf I knew was here. I changed my mind about the necklace. I'd like to have it.
Yeah, I think you're looking for the private investigator's report on you that Sally found.
Cade was always threatening to have me investigated, always trying to find a reason to get rid of me.
Maybe he had good reason. Like you enrolling in a chemistry course. Learning to use cyanide, maybe?
I'm not in class to learn about cyanide. It's a prerequisite for my nursing degree. I always dreamed of finishing it.
Your Aunt Gladys knew about this?
Yes, she always supported me. Always said that she would help me with my future, which is why I was so disappointed when she left me so little in her will.
Well, then why was Cade having you investigated?
I just told you. He was trying to find a reason to have me fired.
Why would he try to get you fired? Just because he didn't like you?
That, and maybe he suspected I knew some of his secrets and wanted to find out for sure. If you don't want to give me the necklace, that's fine. Never mind.
No, I can have it delivered to you. What secrets of Cade's is she referring to?
Thank you so much, and I look forward to our lunch next week.
There she is, a grand dame of Elacourt.
Who left impossibly large shoes to fill.
Well, you're already off to a good start. You've already charmed the CFO, the VP of marketing. All you have to do is win over the CEO. Cade's office is right here. My old office. Cade redecorated. Ah, I miss this place. The way it used to be. Oh, at least he kept this cabinet.
You were happy in your job here.
It was more than a job. It was...
Victor, what are you doing here? And you? You have no right to be here, not yet. You do know I'm contesting the will, right?
You better watch for cars when you're crossing the street, Aida. Cade here might try to run you over.
I heard about that. I'm disappointed you're not more banged up.
You find it amusing? My daughter was almost hit.
Well, maybe you both should hang out with a better class of people. Oh, I could tell you a very interesting story about Victor here. It's called BR00263. What do you think about that, Hanson?
I think you ought to read her the sequel. You don't know anything about it, do you? Clueless as ever when it comes to company business, Cade.
Okay, you know what?
Hey! This is cyanide.
That's not mine. Let me see that.
You're not getting anywhere near it. Call the police, Aida.
I've never seen that before.
You and Nick seem to be getting cozy.
Funny, he seems to think I'm keeping him at a distance.
Are you?
Well, he just seems so sure about us. He just keeps pointing out how wonderful it all is.
Is it not?
No, it is. It's almost perfect. And I had something that I thought was perfect before with Martin.
And he walked away, and now you feel...
Don't say I'm scared. I am not scared. I'm just...
Oh, Cade! Candace seems to think you hired a detective to investigate her. Is that true?
Yeah, well, she was spying on me first, so I wouldn't believe her.
Spying on you? For what purpose? Candace mentioned Cade had secrets, but what could they be?
So you're saying that you discovered the bottle in the cabinet after you were scuffling with Cade?
Yeah,
What were you two fighting about? Cade mentioned a story with a number, and Victor, you seem to know something about it.
It was a file of the corporate minutes of my last board meeting here. I made some uncharitable remarks to Cade when he said something that I found threatening about Gladys.
We need to see those minutes.
Minutes are in the corporate records room.
Do you happen to remember the file number that Cade mentioned?
Arthur.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna call Aurora.
Okay.
That storage space where you found Jeremy Connor's car was rented under the name of Cade McCourt.
Hi, Mother.
Aurora, I'm at Elacourt.
Oh, it's your first day. That's nice.
Well, it was nice till we found a bottle of cyanide in Cade's office.
What?
Or what we think is cyanide. The police are going to pick up Cade now.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Whatever it is, I don't want to know. I've decided ignorance is bliss.
Sally, I'm leaving town for a while.
What? Why? Where are you going?
You can't go.
You and your mother are causing me too much grief.
Cade, you cannot run away from this.
Run away from what?
Well, you told me not to tell you.
Then I'll leave out the back.
Now what? It's over, Cade. They're here.
Who's here?
Cade McCourt. You need to come with us for further questioning in the murder of Gladys Allison McCord.
You can't take me. I don't have to go with you.
We have enough to consider you an even stronger person of interest and our principal suspect. We can hold you for 24 hours.
And a warrant for your arrest isn't too far behind.
Sally, I didn't do it. You have to believe me. You don't believe me, do you? You don't believe I'm innocent, as if this nightmare isn't already bad enough.
I want to believe you. I want that more than anything.
But Aurora keeps trying to talk you out of it, doesn't she? She wants me to be guilty so her mother can keep what's mine.
No, what she wants is the truth. And it's all her mother wants, too. What about the cyanide in your office?
Someone else must have put it there.
In Jeremy's car? The police think you stole it so you could run down Victor Hansen.
I didn't steal the car. I was never in that car.
But they found it in a storage space you rented.
I don't have a storage space. Why would I need a storage space? I live in the biggest house in town. Can't you see that I'm being framed?
You thought you were going to inherit a lot of money when your mother passed.
I know. I live an expensive lifestyle. A lifestyle that I can't afford, but that does not make me a killer. I get it, okay? I can be an arrogant jerk sometimes, but I love my mother, and you know that.
Then why did she all but cut you out of the will? She must have had a reason.
I wish I knew.
I think you do know.
Is Cade McCourt's lawyer here yet?
No, not yet. Hey, Sally, how'd the visit go?
Cade swears that he's innocent. Says he was never in Jeremy's car.
Really? Well, that's interesting because we found his prints on multiple items in the car, including a card from a chemist that says he mixed up a batch of cyanide for one Cade McCourt.
Don't you think it's odd that he would leave a card like that just lying around a stolen car? Or leave cyanide in his office when he knows that you're investigating him? He swears that he's being
You'd
framed.
be surprised how often the rich and entitled fail to cover their tracks because it never occurs to them that they can't get what they want.
Yeah, but still, it seems like most of the evidence pointing to him came up pretty easily.
We're working 14 hours a day and she thinks it's easy.
Oh, I didn't mean it. Okay. I know Bubba told you about the discrepancy between the two wills, Jeremy's sudden windfall.
He told us, but...
And then there's Tanis Clements. Cade admitted to hiring somebody to investigate her. I mean, he didn't say why yet, but maybe he was telling the truth about Gladys planning to fire her.
Okay, Sally?
We just found out today that she was taking a chemistry class. So, Ro and I don't think that this whole case against Cade is really all that airtight.
Ro's thoughts or yours are not what matter to the DA or the judge, Sally.
I don't know if I deserve that.
Sorry, Sally, but listen, we're not going to stop looking into every angle just because we got Cade in his cell.
Thank you, Arthur.
I don't want one hole in this case, Arthur, not one. We need to go back to that storage place. We need to bring a picture of Cade and make sure he's the one who actually rented the unit. I want to get enough evidence to arrest him today.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, Bubba Rankart said that you told him there were no other changes other than the primary beneficiary, yet Jeremy Connor is getting considerably more.
I didn't recall Miss McCourt asking me to change any other bequests. Let me check my notes. No, I don't see it. I don't understand.
Are you saying it's a typo?
Which I should have caught. I'm embarrassed, but these things happen. The lawyer for the estate will know how to remedy the situation.
I still don't know why Gladys cut Cade out of her will, but I do know that she did not mean to leave Jeremy Connor so much. You know, maybe we should tell Jeremy that. See how he reacts.
Aurora, no, you don't have to keep looking into it.
The police are closing in on an arrest, and this whole ordeal will be resolved soon.
Yes, but
No, it is too painful to keep poking at it. The minute the estate passes to me, I am donating the house to the city and giving all the money to...
The Allisons into charity. As far as Alicourt, I'm going to honor Gladys's wish and reinstate Victor as CEO.
I finally talked him into it.
Well, that's great, Mother.
And that will relinquish all of my interest in Alicourt.
Okay. Well, I still think it's a good idea to talk to Jeremy. I gotta go.
No. That's not the person that came in and rented the unit.
The unit was rented under the name of Cade McCourt. This is Cade McCourt.
Yeah, well, the person that came in and filled out the paperwork and paid for it all was a woman.
A woman?
Yeah. Said she worked for the McCourt family.
Do you remember what she looked like?
I don't know. Dark hair, like my mom's age, 40, whatever.
All right, thank you. We need to take another look at Tanis Clemens. I mean, maybe she tried to run down Aurora because she was getting too close.
It's worth looking into.
I know Jeremy's catering this event. Now we just have to find him.
Oh, there's Leanne. I'll ask her.
Okay. Oh, Jeremy.
Aurora Teagarden. You guest at the lunch today?
No, but I was hoping that
Sorry, I'm a little busy.
Well, this will only take a minute. I talked to the lawyer who drew up the new will for Gladys, and she said that Gladys didn't ask her to change the amount left for you. That it's supposed to be $50,000, as in the original will.
I doubt that's true, and even if it was, it'd be a little too late to do anything about it.
The lawyer said there are legal remedies. Tell me, if Gladys was such a fan of yours, why didn't you come over and say hello to her at Lizzie's wedding reception?
Sorry. I have 122 people waiting for their lunch. We'll have to talk later.
Oh, Leanne. Hey, have you seen Nick?
Yeah, he just went to the parking lot. I told him Jeremy had to go to his car to get cream chef's wipes.
No, Jeremy just went to the pantry.
Oh, I must not have seen him come in. Sorry.
Jeremy? Oh, I guess you really don't want to talk to me. Oh, Nick. Hey, what are you...
There's a back door.
Did you see Jeremy go out?
No. Calling for help right now.
He's dead. Nick, look. I think someone injected him with that syringe. Hey, Arthur, if that syringe contained cyanide that was from the same batch that killed Gladys, well, Cade's still in custody, right?
Yes, Ro, this complicates the case against Cade. We also have the problem of the storage space.
Where you found Jeremy's car?
Yeah, it was rented, but not by Cade. By a woman who said that she worked for the family.
Well, Tanis, maybe? Have you contacted the chemist who sold Cade the cyanide? Have you shown him a picture of her?
Ro, stop. Look, we've got a crime scene to process here. Plenty of staff members for our officers to interview. I promise you, we'll talk to the chemist again.
Arthur, we're happy to help in any way we can.
Yeah, what's gonna happen to Cade now?
Well, the DA says that we don't have enough to hold him, so we've got to cut him loose, which seems to me a very bad idea. Excuse me.
I know you feel guilty. Like you should have been able to stop it or something.
Lucky me, I'm dating a psychology expert who knows how I feel before I do.
It's okay to let me know you, Ro. I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you.
Though if you keep buying new houses, I might not be able to find you.
I know I just can't seem to settle down.
Maybe you just need to find a reason to.
Aurora? So now it's 2 murders. 2.
I know, Mother. It's awful. Jeremy must have known something about who killed Gladys.
I have no idea why Gladys chose me.
But I want nothing to do with the McCourt fortune or Alicourt Industries.
Yeah, I bet it feels more like a curse now, huh?
Like a dark cloud looming over me.
Well, help is on the way. If Victor will take Alicourt off your shoulders.
He will. Although, he said he's worried about making Cade an enemy. I can see why. I mean, he handles Cade just fine. He didn't even blink when Cade was trying to taunt him.
Taunt him with what, Mother?
Oh, Cade was trying to tell me a story about BR 0 something something. Victor said it was the minutes to a meeting. The police are getting a copy from the corporate records room, so I'm sure they'll sort it out.
BR? Superior Court file numbers start with BR. When I work the reference desk at the library, sometimes I help patrons look up court cases by file number.
You're looking up cases with Gladys McCourt as the plaintiff?
Yeah, nothing so far.
Try Alicourt Industries.
Here it is, case BR 00263.
Oh, that's the number.
It says the case is sealed.
A secret court case?
We have to find out what's in that lawsuit. Mother, you said there's a corporate records keeper at Alicourt?
My dad has the car out front. I'm glad they've let you go, but it's 2 murders now. This is terrible. They have to catch the person.
You think that these bozos are gonna figure this out? No. If you want something done right.
Cade, don't you need a ride?
So I've asked the corporate record keeper to pull the file, but it is very confidential, so make sure that that it doesn't leave this room, okay? Oh, I have to take this.
Complaint for damages. Plaintiff Alicourt Industries versus defendant Victor A. Hansen, former CEO.
Gladys filed suit against Victor?
Common facts. On February 15th, an audit of the manufacturing division of Alicourt Industries revealed $1.2 million unaccounted for.
Through emails, Victor Hansen did instruct an Alicourt manager to falsify requisition documents and purchase orders on the manufacturing goods. Breach of fiduciary duty.
So Victor embezzled over $1 million from Alicourt?
Then the retirement party for Victor, that must have been about keeping up appearances to protect the company? But he was at the wedding and Gladys seemed fine with him.
Yeah, she did. Oh, this could be why. Alicourt filed to dismiss the suit. Conflicting facts have come to light.
Well, what's the date on that?
A week before Gladys drew up her new will.
The will that cut Cade out. And after Victor said that she asked him to return as CEO.
Well, we finally know why Gladys cut Cade out of her will.
She found out it was Cade who embezzled that money. And he set up Victor to take the fall.
All right, I'll just see you when you get here.
Okay, so if Cade embezzled the money and then realized that Gladys found out about it and would likely take everything away from him, that would be motive to kill her.
Thinking he was still the primary beneficiary.
I gotta tell my mother.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going through this file, see what else I can find in here.
Okay. Victor, what are you doing?
Have you seen your mother?
Why, what's wrong?
I was talking with her on the phone while I was driving here, and her voice suddenly cut off.
What are you saying?
I'm sure I heard Kate McCord's voice telling her to shut up 5 minutes ago. They must still be in here. Come on.
Thanks for coming down to be with me.
Sure. You ready to be interviewed by the police now?
Yes, but I don't know what I can tell them. I want to help, but I didn't see anything.
You may have seen more than you realize. Just think about the day and anything out of the ordinary that may have happened. Was there anyone here who isn't normally here for an event like this?
No. Alex, not until Aurora and Nick got here.
They don't count. Anyone else?
No. Just Mr. Hansen came by to see Jeremy.
Victor Hansen was here.
Yes, but he and Jeremy talk all the time. Jeremy used to cater events for him when he was still at Alicourt. I worked a few of them.
What were Victor and Jeremy talking about today?
I don't know. I didn't see them together. I saw Mr. Hansen leaving.
When did Victor Hansen leave?
Yeah, I didn't think anything of it. They're friends.
Leanne, when?
A little before Jeremy was found dead.
We need to talk.
Yes, we do. I have the chemist in my office. He ID'd Jeremy Connor as the man who bought the cyanide from him using Cade's name. And we have CCTV footage from the business next to the storage unit. Jeremy Connor was seen leaving the storage unit on foot after his so-called stolen car was left there.
So he's who tried to run down Victor?
And set Cade up for it. Now we just have to figure out why.
No, I know why. Philip just called. We've got an eyewitness who saw Victor Hansen leaving the catering event kitchen right after Jeremy was killed.
Let me go!
Trust me, please. Trust me.
Right now! Stop! I'm calling the police!
No more, Cade.
Victor, no! Mother, are you okay?
Oh, God, I don't know. I think so.
That was reckless. You could have hit my mother.
I just saved your mother.
I'm calling the police.
And call an ambulance, too.
I wish we knew where Cade went. He always makes things worse for himself.
Well, I can't imagine how things can get worse. First Gladys, and now Jeremy. Imagine Victor's going to be pretty upset about Jeremy.
Victor Hansen? Why?
Victor was a big fan of Jeremy's. In fact, I think Victor loaned Jeremy the money to start his own company.
Wait a minute. Jeremy owes Victor money?
Yeah.
Daddy, I gotta make a quick call.
All right.
Sally, not a good time.
Okay, real quick. Dad just told me that Victor Hansen lent Jeremy Connor a bunch of money. If Jeremy owes Victor money...
Thank you. I needed to know that. Now, tell Arthur that Victor just shot Cade here at Alec Court.
What?
Cade was threatening my mother. Just call Arthur now and an ambulance.
Okay.
Mother, let's go.
Cade was saying the most unbelievable things, that Victor was paying someone to spy
Yeah,
on
of
him.
course. They were unbelievable. Let's get you out of here now.
Wait. I want to hear what else Cade told you, Ada.
It doesn't matter. The police, they're on their way. Thank goodness this is over. Mother, let's go.
Yes, okay, let's go.
Don't you move.
Nick, we got a call there were shots fired.
Sally just told us a row said Victor Hansen shot Cade somewhere in this building.
Yeah, I heard the shot, so I came running out, and I can't find Ro or her mother anywhere.
We have a witness that said they saw Victor Hansen leaving the catering event after Jeremy Connor was killed.
Victor, this isn't like you. This is not how you operate.
No, it's how he operates now, Mother. He had Gladys killed by Jeremy Connor.
I was driven to it.
Cade didn't want to wait his turn to be CEO, did he? So he embezzled money from the company and he made it look like you did it.
That wasn't the worst betrayal.
No, it was Gladys believing him over you.
After all I did for that company, and she treated me like a common criminal, showed me the door.
Yeah, but she realized her mistake, tried to reinstate you.
Too late. She ruined my life, my reputation. No, Gladys deserved exactly what she got.
Victor, no.
And so did Cade. I wanted him to feel the pain of being framed just like I did, to know what it felt like to lose everything.
So you got both out of your way. You set up Cade to make it look like he killed Gladys. And you got Jeremy Connor to slip Gladys the cyanide in exchange for a bigger chunk of Gladys's will, engineered by Elaine Bertram. And it was Elaine who rented the storage unit, too, in Cade's name. Are you gonna kill Elaine to cover your tracks like you did Jeremy?
Never trust a gambler. They will ask you for more money. He was trying to extort me by threatening to reveal what I'd done.
To what end? He would have been implicated, too.
Desperate men take desperate measures.
Just like you did.
I am not a bad person. I just wanted my rightful position as CEO back. I wanted my reputation back. I did it for justice and for the company that I helped build. I am the only one who can make sure it succeeds. I just need a minute to think how to make this work. How to make it look like Cade went crazy, killed you both.
Get the paramedics here ASAP. Cade, can you hear me?
Both of you. Back that way.
She's in there? Yes, she's with Victor. He's gotta go.
There's gotta be another way in.
I'll check over here.
Don't move!
Oh, hey, Cade. What are you doing in here? Aren't you going to join us for dinner?
Oh, and I have to explain to everyone how I'm about to start a 2-year jail stint for embezzling? I'm okay.
You know, you did agree to the plea bargain. You can't really complain now.
I know, I'm not complaining. I got in over my head and I made mistakes. Mistakes that I am taking responsibility and paying for. But just because I deserve it doesn't mean I really want to talk about it. If you'll excuse me. Have fun.
Now that we're all here, on behalf of the entire Allison family, we want to thank the police for all of their hard work in tracking down who poisoned our beloved Gladys. We also have to thank the Real Murders Club and the amazing Teagarden women, Aida and Aurora.
Well, we're just glad to finally know what happened. And now my mother has an announcement.
Yes. So I found a new CEO for Allen Court. Now, it seemed like the logical choice would be Bubba, because he worked with Gladys for many years, and he's now a member of the Allison family. But then it occurred to me that there was a better fit for Gladys's shoes. Lizzie Allison Rankert.
Congratulations, Lizzie.
Congratulations.
Lizzie, congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Well, Bubba gave me the courage to take it on.
That is amazing, Lizzie. So, when can we eat?
Dinner will be served soon.
Need a refill?
Sure. I'll go with you. I should have told everyone how grateful I am for you. The way you keep showing up for me, again and again. I just don't know how to stop thinking that you're too good to be true.
Then don't stop. Because that's what I think about you, too. That's how it's supposed to be, you know? Two people excited to be spending time together, on their way to falling in love.
Did you just say love?
Does that scare you?
Oh, I'm shaking in my boots.